We have linebacker Trey Lathan. Questions for Trey?
So, just give me your thoughts defensively for you guys, and we've talked to you several times. You guys progressing, not where you want to be. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, we're definitely not where we want to be, but I think we're progressing little by little. Every practice and in each game, we're getting better at some of the things that we need to work on.
What things do you still think you need to work on? Coach Brown has talked about linebackers specifically, sometimes pass coverage, maybe an area that he'd like to see you get better at. So what do you think?
Yeah, definitely in our pass coverage, we still got some work to do, and definitely in linebacker getting our correct depths and getting in some passing lanes.
Where do you think you're ahead of the game and getting better?
Definitely just our pass rushing. I think we've done a pretty good job at pass rushing so far. We still got some room for improvement, like staying out of the middle of some of those guys that we rush, but definitely pass rushing.
How big is the pass rush going to be this week? Because Oklahoma State's really struggling with the run these days, so it seems that they're really now kind of leaning back on the pass like they used to.
I mean, I think we're just gonna have to see Saturday because their quarterback just mainly quick throws, and we're just gonna have to probably get there faster than what we normally would have to get at.
How would you evaluate your play so far? Obviously, up and down situation last year with the injury.
Yeah, definitely not where I want to be, but I think I'm steadily improving, but definitely not where I want to be. I think I still got a lot more to give, especially to help the team.
Watching the Kansas State game last week, what were some of your takeaways from what Oklahoma State did? What did you see there?
Well, Kansas was different because they ran that triple option, so but it just gave us a taste of what probably Oklahoma State's going to do. They're going to try to run the ball down our throats, and so that definitely helped us.
Pass coverage for linebackers, is that a hard learn for a linebacker? Because you probably don't see it to that degree in high school. So is that something you really have to sort of grow into once you get to college?
Yeah, it was a lot different. High school is probably more man and stuff, and not really landmark based. But that's the difference between college and high school. Everything's about landmarks.
You figuring that part out still, you think, or?
No, I think I got it down.
Team obviously is them. Don't want to go to 0-3. You guys are hunting for a win. Just talk about the how to prepare for a team with its back against the wall.
Well, we just try to be 1-0 every day. That's what we say. Try to be 1-0. We know their back against the wall, but also our backs are against the wall too. And so we're just going to go out there and throw punches.
Bye week, good for you guys, good for you, just to rest and rehab?
Yeah, it was good. A lot of us got to go home and take a mental reset. But everybody's back now, and I think it was very good for us.
So you went home?
Yeah, I went home.
That's got to be a quick turnaround though, right?
No, yeah, it was, but made the most of it.
You come off with a great win against Kansas, and you kind of, in a normal scenario, you ride that high through the week to get ready for the next week, but then you got the bye week. So you're trying to do that over 2 weeks. How tough is that to kind of keep that momentum and keep that energy going over a 2-week period? And what do you guys do to kind of keep that juice up?
We mainly just use our slogan 1-0. Every day we start the meeting with it. We try to be 1-0 every day. We try to win practice, win whatever drill that we're going into, and just we have a 1-0 mentality, and that's how we got to take it.
What's the key to defending an RPO offense to make sure it doesn't get out of control?
Everybody doing their 1-11. That's the biggest part. If you got a pass coverage responsibility or you got a run fit, just do it on that play, and that'll defeat the RPO.
How much discipline is involved in that part? Because they want you to do one thing so they can react and do another. You don't want to give them anything, right?
Yeah, your eyes, you got to have good eyes. That's especially with the RPO, you got to have good eyes, and quarterbacks reading a lot of different things, reading the linebackers and the end and the corners.
Do you have any build back from the injury from last year? Is it completely gone, or do you still feel a little pain occasionally?
I think I feel a little pain occasionally, but it's nothing major.
Mentally, how long did it take to get over that?
It took me about 2-3 months after I started running and stuff. It was hard. With a rod in my leg, it was kind of hard to trust that my leg wasn't gonna snap basically again, and had to talk with Dr. Sophia, our mental health person, and she kind of helped me get through that. But it was a rough 2-3 months.
What was kind of the breakthrough in that, and just saying, you know what, it's gonna be fine?
Once I started tackling again during spring practices, just using the shin guard that they created for me and just practicing without it sometimes, it just gave me confidence.
Remember correctly, you weren't out there when Ollie went off on them last year, right? You
No.
had gotten hurt, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So you watched that game, I guess. What was some of your thoughts of what went on in that? What led to him having the success he did against the defense?
Definitely at linebacker, we had a couple key plays where we didn't spill a correct guy, and he shut off, and it kind of bothered me a little bit that I wasn't out there to help my team, and especially help Ben Cutter in that situation. Yeah.
That's key, though. That's important with him, though. You can't over pursue things.
Yeah.
You got to cover your gaps with him because he'll make you pay, right? Is
Yeah.
that kind of the emphasis that you guys talk about this week?
Yeah, we definitely want to try to contain them and stop their run game, because we know that quarterback's going to be little quick throws, little quick easy access throws, but we're mainly just trying to get them and keep them inside the box.
Do you feel the linebacker room is deeper
Yeah,
this year than last year?
Yeah,
Another one that wasn't there last year?
it's way deeper. We got a lot of guys that can play. Even some of the young guys they're getting coached really well, and they're starting to show that they can play a little bit. So this definitely been the deepest linebacker room that I've ever been a part of.
Fair to say that of the quarterbacks that you've faced, this one's probably the most stationary of the, I guess it would be 5 now, thinking back to even in the Albany game, all those guys were pretty mobile. Would that be fair to say?
I think that's a fair statement, but I think he has a little bit of more ability than a lot of people give him. He can run around a little bit, but yeah, like you said, he's the most stationary that we're gonna play.
With all those performances with Ollie, looking at those last year, does it surprise you that they're struggling as much as they are?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got a guy who won the Doak Campbell Award and just not living up to their expectations and what they wanted to see from him. But I think we got a good chance of stopping him.
But do you focus on it a little bit more? Because, he might be due, and if he's due, we got to make sure it's not us.
No, it's just I don't think we have that mentality. I mean, we're gonna go out there and try to punch him in the face, and he's definitely not gonna be due against us.
What do you think of Josiah's play so far, and how much do you help coach him up?
His play's been really good. I think he's been one of probably the best player on our defense so far. And my coaching, I just tell him do what you can, and he just does. He just does what he does, and he go out there and have a tremendous game almost every game. So.
Two linebackers have to work together. Is there a connection that you guys have? This guy's got to go here. When he does this.
Yeah, there are certain plays where we got to talk to each other a lot more, and but there's a lot of communication that goes pre-snap, because we got to relay the calls no matter which one of us has the microphone in our helmet. So.
Is that odd? If you have the microphone or the headset, is that odd having somebody in your ear?
No, I mean at first it was, because you start practicing and Coach Leslie will say something and your ear you be like this and that. But we definitely got used to it though.
How long does that take to get used to?
So when the first day I had it, it was kind of odd, just hearing somebody, but then you can't you can't say something back. But it's became a new norm for us.
Do you find yourself wanting, in the locker room, being like, hey, I was going to say this to you, this is what I would have said back? Do you keep that?
Yeah, it was sometimes
It's frustrating not to be able to reply.
Yeah. It was sometimes he gave us a call. I think it was Albany that we were trying to run, but we ended up running something else, and he was trying to tell me in the microphone, and I couldn't tell him we already called the call. But yeah.
You guys do like the hand signals or something? You should probably like get something going, you know?
Yeah, I usually try to wave. I wave him off. I try to wave him off whenever he's trying to talk. Yeah.
Hard to hear if the crowd noise gets loud. Can it be hard to hear near? Or do you
No, it's
almost-
pretty loud. The microphones, yeah, they're pretty loud in the helmet. Yeah.
Trey, I know you got home, and so that the mental reboot was good. But how about physically? Did you need the time? Was it?
Yeah.
After 4 games?
Yeah, after 4 games. Yeah, my body was beat up a little bit, and then that bye week definitely helped me get back to normal.
Speaking of hearing plans, you watch the game on television, the Oklahoma State game?
Yeah.
What's it like watching it with the announcers? Do you start laughing at them, or do you learn anything?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely learn a lot about the players and things they did from previous weeks that you didn't get a chance to watch. But the commentation sometimes is pretty funny. But I'll end up watching the highlights and stuff like on YouTube and stuff even after the game.
It's the replays that you get to watch. I mean, what's your feeling on that? After watching, out there, you know what happened, but when you're watching it, it's totally different.
Yeah, it's definitely a different feeling. It definitely gets you excited a little bit, going out there and watching it at home and seeing that stuff.
First experience in Stillwater for you?
Oh no, I played
So you
there
there a couple years ago?
my freshman year.
What? Give me some of your thoughts. What do you remember from that atmosphere, that environment?
It was cold. I think we played in like October. It was like rainy. It's probably like 30 degrees. Sidelines are tiny, but I don't think the crowd was really into it.
It's kind of the end of the year though. It wasn't like it is normally,
Yeah.
there.
You were redshirting that year. Did you play in that game though?
Yeah, I played in that game.
Hey, Trey, how much information has Jordan given you? Because you guys still signaling plays in the sideline, right?
Yeah, he just tells me if somebody needs to scoot up or if we run a stunt in the front that he wants to change, and he'll communicate that stuff to me.
More of like he's like counseling you to counsel the defense,
Yeah.
not really a play call?
Yeah.
All right, so the play call comes from the sideline?
No, he'll tell me to play call,
Okay.
but they're still signaling it as well,
Okay.
just in case the mic doesn't work.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're getting a lot of like feedback in
Yeah.
the moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, I have 2 numbers.
Okay. Because Josiah may have the
Yeah, he has 2
dot,
numbers.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.